Hi, I'm Void,
I'm Enigma.
and this is the CDL report.
This is one of our final episodes of the CDL year. It's champs. It's champs season. Gonna predict champs. How we doing, Void? How we doing? It's been a little bit.
I'm doing good. Just it's insane to me that they have an entire month break before champs.
Yeah.
Like, I
It's a
know
little
pros
long.
wanted the season to end later, but like
We need another major, man.
they could easily fit in another major. It's crazy to me that there's not another major.
Yep. But yeah, champs is here. Champs should be good. Toronto, I believe.
Yeah,
Should be fun. Should be fun.
I know
Toronto
it's like
Ultra
a
hosting.
venue like an hour or two out of Toronto.
Yeah, which is like a little weird. Like
Yeah,
I feel like when you go to an event, like you're not just going for the event, you know?
you're going for the city and
You're
all
going for
that.
the city, the
It
the
it
the
kind of ruins
nightlife
the
maybe.
experience,
A little
you
bit.
know?
But I don't think an hour away from Toronto's that big of a deal. Especially since they're gonna have like shuttle buses, I heard too. So like that's a big plus for Toronto. But let's just jump into the bracket. We're predicting the bracket today. Um, First up, LA Thieves, Boston Breach. Uh,
Rio.
3-0.
Bro,
No,
Breach have not been, LA Thieves coming hot off two major wins. Breach, the last two majors have kind of been a little bit of a disappointment.
yeah,
Uh, I maybe Breach takes a map, but I just can't see a world where Breach win.
yeah.
I know
I'm
there's
for
gonna
it.
be an upset this major. I just don't think this is the upset.
I don't know. I don't know where this upset is, but we'll see. We'll see. I am in full agreement. You know how much I dislike this Boston squad. I've been saying they need to make a change for four majors. Never did it. They're gonna be top eight. And let's move on to the next one. Vancouver Surge, Miami Heretics. This one should be a banger.
Should be a banger.
Should be a
Uh,
banger. I don't think we're gonna get the surge that we got last major. I think that was an anomaly. What do you think? What do you think of this matchup?
I'm thinking it's gonna be a 3-1 Miami.
I was
Miami's
thinking
looking
Miami
really
too.
good.
I was thinking 3-1 Miami also.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to judge Surge. Like they've had a bad major. It happens though. Just look at Optic last year. They bombed out a major four just to win champs.
Yep.
So it's not like it's impossible to bounce back. But
Yeah.
with Miami, having a little more time to be together and what they've shown,
Yeah.
I think it's a clear cut Miami win.
I think so too. I think Miami is just the better team right now.
Yeah.
They've been on fire since adding Lucky in, and Rencor is
Super.
playing like Rookie of the Year. He's got that on lockdown. Surge is just a weird one because they made two finals back to back on land, two land
Yeah.
finals, just to get 4-0'd in back to back finals. They still made it though, beat everyone else, but they just struggled to get over the last hurdle. Again, I think that last major was an anomaly. Like that's just not them. Um, and I just think Miami's gonna take this one. I could see it going 5,
Yeah,
but I think I am gonna agree with the 3-1.
I think it also had to do with kind of the major schedule. Getting bodied by thieves. Usually, you have a day to bounce back.
Yeah,
They had to play that same day,
I like it personally.
so I liked it too. But it kind of ruins your mental for the day a
A little
little
bit.
bit,
I can
especially
see that.
getting slammed that hard.
Yeah, yeah, that was bad. Let's move on. Oh boy, let's cook a little bit. Atlanta FaZe, Optic Texas, Call of Duty champs, winners round one. What do we got?
So this for me could be the upset,
I
but
was thinking
at the same time, I I think it's gonna be a 3-2 phase. But
3-2 FaZe. Okay.
it wouldn't surprise me if this was the upset,
Yeah,
especially with how Optic looked last major.
yeah,
They had more time to play with Mercules. I mean, even the series against Thieves and FaZe last major,
Winnable, super
they look
winnable.
very competitive.
Yeah.
So like they were winnable series, and now they have more time, more scrim time. This could definitely be the upset of the tournament.
Yeah. I'm going Optic here. You know what? I've had them bombing out for so long. The Green Wall needs something. They need something to believe in, and Merc is that guy to believe in. I got Optic Texas. I got him 3-1. I don't have it going 5. I got 3-1. I'm a big believer in Mercules. I think Merc
That's
is
kind of
that guy for.
crazy.
I think
I,
Merc is that guy for them, and he's that guy to build around for years to come.
I don't think they're
Uh,
3-1 though. That's
I got I got
crazy.
I got 3-1 for hard points because that again that series was very close at the last major. I think Optic should have won that series pretty convincing. Maybe not so convincingly, but like they they should have had it. They should have had it 3-0 actually, but they crumbled pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I'll concede it because, like I said, I do think this wouldn't surprise me if it's an upset.
mhm.
But
I can concede a
I,
3-2 if you
I
want.
don't
If you
I don't see it being
going
a
5
three
would be
one.
awesome. Going 5, I would love it. I would love for it to
Here's
go
cinema.
5. And I think Optic are due for a win against FaZe because they haven't beat them all year. This could be the one.
Yeah,
Toronto Ultra, Carolina Royal Ravens, a rematch
3-1.
from the last major. Last major went 5. It went 5, went
I don't
round
think it goes
11,
5 again.
and arguably Ravens should have had it. Ravens should have eliminated Toronto Ultra from the last major. Um, I don't know.
I, I I think it's the same as Surge. It was just a down major. I don't
It
see the
definitely
Ravens
was.
really competing that much. I you know how I feel about this
I
team.
know.
I
I know.
hate this team with a passion.
I
Uh,
know you do.
they scapegoated Vivid.
Yes, they did.
I'm thinking it's a 3-1 Ultra.
Gonna agree with you. I just don't know which Ravens we're gonna get. Like, are we gonna get the Ravens that actually like shoot back and compete, or like Major One Ravens, or are we gonna get the same lackluster Ravens that we've been getting the last few months?
Yeah,
That
I
I
think it's
don't
gonna be the
know.
lackluster Ravens.
Gwyn was very good on LAN. The last major. I think everything kind of comes down to the ARs. Like, I'm not really concerned about the subs. I think it's all eyes are on Dylan Rex and Slasher, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
I think Toronto should have this hometown. You know, they don't want to go down. Joe Deceives is just unbelievable. Like, I can't sing more praises about this guy. Um, my eyes are on Beans too. Ever since the whole Merc situation, Beans has been very rocky.
he's been rocky, but for me, the
Not
biggest
bad,
question.
just rocky,
No,
you
the
know.
biggest question mark for me, and I think
Hmm.
everyone else, is obviously insight.
I
You
could
know,
see that. I could
when
see
he's
that.
on, he's on. But
Yeah,
recently, he's been a very lackluster. I don't know what changed
Merc,
in
man.
between majors and
They
all
lost
that.
Merc. They lost Merc.
Yeah, but they were playing really good without
No,
Merc
you're right. Yeah,
before.
they were. They were.
You know, so
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with him, but I personally expect a little bit of a bounce back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's been to champs finals multiple times, you know.
Yeah.
So like this ain't new to him.
Yeah.
And
Insight. Insight should
I
be
think it
nice
was
to
just
hear.
a bump in the road. Bump in the road.
Yeah. Let's get to elimination a little bit. Boston Breach, Vancouver Surge. We got Surge 3-0, right?
Yeah.
I think Breach bomb out top 8, but hey, they made it to champs. They made it. Didn't
That's
do anything, but they made it.
aren't
Better
they
than
also
last year.
looking to sell their spot like for the
I
last year or
think
so?
so. I think so.
Like it was obvious they don't want to spend money. I mean, this is
Dude,
the
they
best
should
they
have.
probably can hope for
Dude,
with
they
this
should have.
roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of get what you expect.
Yeah. And then I believe we have this, right?
Yes. Not even close.
This could be the upset, though.
Get the fuck out of here.
uh,
They dropping out top 8. Get the fuck
yeah,
out.
that'd be
I'll
insane.
concede the Optic series. I ain't conceding phase top 8.
Yeah, that's valid. What do we think? Optic Toronto? I got Optic here. Optic beat them pretty convincingly the last few times.
Yeah, past matches. If we want to go off past matches. I agree. Optic.
Mhm. I got a 3-1. What do you think?
I kind of agree with that.
3-1.
I think if it goes the distance, I think Ultra are gonna win.
If it goes 5, I could see Ultra like winning by like the skin of their teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like just barely getting it. And then our rematch, Scrap grabbed him. He grabbed him. Um, Another rematch between Thieves and Heretics. I feel like they faced a lot on land this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not really complaining because it's been a damn good watch.
I mean, Miami just recently, and even the
They've been
beginning of the
good.
year, they've been good most of the year.
Yeah, besides like the major 2 split. Yeah.
So, honestly, this
If it
this
goes
is
5, I got Miami.
if it's 5 Miami, but I think these are gonna close out with a 3-1.
3-1. Yeah. I think Miami should take that map too. And then Thieves should take the rest of the series. I can't see a world where they don't.
Especially with how the last 2 series went, I don't see Thieves like letting
Yeah.
go of that gas pedal.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
they're
I
there
could
for
definitely see it
what?
being a 3-0.
They're there to beat Miami.
Yeah. I could definitely see it as a 3-0 too. Um Ooh. Ooh. Heretics face. Who goes out top 6? Oh.
There's just not a world where I see this phase team dropping out of champs top 6 again.
Dude,
Like
I agree with you.
I just
But
can't
if it
see
goes
it.
5, dude,
Bro, we know
Miami are
what
just a
phase can do
gritty
on first
team.
though.
Yeah, but Miami's just so gritty that like if it goes 5, they have a very realistic chance at just pulling something out of their ass.
I think it's a phase 3.
I do agree with the
It's
phase
kind of hard.
pick.
I think it's
But
hard to say whether it's going to be a 1 or 2 games for Miami. This is a series like we saw at last major. Like it could go the distance,
yeah,
but
I'm feeling 3-1.
I'm feeling 3-1 too.
If it goes 5, I got Miami. But yeah. And then Toronto, Ultra, and Surge. Like these guys, Toronto's got to get 1, right? Toronto's got to get 1 over these guys on land, right? He's got to.
It depends on the surge we're getting in this major.
It depends on both, like which version of both teams we're getting.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is kind of hard to predict. This
this
might be
is
one
gonna
of
be a banger. I think this goes 5. I think this feels like it should go 5. This should be
I
a very
agree
back and
with
forth
you.
series.
I agree with you. It just really depends on who shows up.
Yeah, Surge have had their number for the last while, but I don't
Toronto's
know.
due, right?
I think so too.
They gotta be due.
I think so too. I'm
Just think,
feeling I'm feeling a 3-2.
I'll go 3-2. Yeah.
3-2. And then I guess we can drop down a little bit again. This is
Phase.
for top 4. This is the advance to top 3. We got phase? Yeah.
I got phase.
I
I
mean,
think it's a 3-1. 3-1 phase.
I got 3-0, but I will concede the 3-1. I think it's going to be a 3-0 though. And let's scroll back up for Optic Texas versus LA Thieves to make the grand finals at Champs.
You can't convince me Optic is gonna win this series. You might have convinced me for the phase series. You're not convincing me for the Thieves series.
Hear me out.
Get the one. No.
Hear me
No.
out.
This is
Hear
gonna
me
be
out.
the most faded thing ever.
LA Thieves are the super team. They've got 2 chips on the board. But do they have Mercules? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No. 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 We're not doing this. I'm not even gonna entertain it. Get out of here.
I got a 3-1. I got 3-1 Thieves.
I got 3-1. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, Merc is the truth, so I mean, he could just pull something. And then to make grand finals,
I think
Optic
FaZe
Texas
bounced
and
back.
FaZe. You think FaZe bounce back? I think this could go either way. I know we have Optic winning before. When you beat a team on LAN, there's a real good chance you can do it again. And
Yeah, but we've been showing like even last major, Miami beat Thieves, and then Thieves basically
yeah,
crushed Miami. You
absolutely,
know, it,
absolutely. Um,
I have FaZe.
I really don't know.
I
Like
have FaZe going.
if it comes to this, like if everything goes properly, and if it comes to Optic Texas versus Atlanta FaZe to make the grand finals at Champs, one, that's just legendary. Two of the biggest orgs in Call of Duty, and two, like it's it's got to go five, right? It's got to go five. I feel like it's destiny if it goes five.
I, I think it will go 5, but it
Okay.
wouldn't surprise me if it's like a 3-1 with every game being like super
Super neck
close.
and neck. I hear you.
You know what I mean?
But hold on, you're not taking into consideration the reigning defending champs, Shotzi and Dashy, looking to go back to back. I mean, I'm feeling the Dashy generational one. I got Optic Texas making the grand finals.
Get the hell out of here.
But I will concede to the phase one because I do think the phase one is more realistic. But I'm just saying, if you see Optic in the grand finals, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Not
What do you
get
got?
that.
3-2, 3-1? What do you think?
3-1.
3-1?
So we got FaZe Thieves Grand Finals.
Bro, what a boring year of COD. Oh my god.
You know, I want to say it's a boring year of COD, but every time these teams have faced out on each other, like it's been pure cinema.
See, Major 1 was awesome. Major 4 was a good grand finals. It was a good grand finals. I thought it would have went the distance. It didn't, but Champs is different. Champs is a different beast, but it's just crazy that these two teams, if we're accurate with this, obviously, will have faced 3 times in grand finals this year, which literally just means
Yeah, I
everyone
get why.
else fucking sucks.
Yeah, I get why that might be a little boring, but
Yeah,
I know these two teams,
they're
they
gonna
will
bring it.
fucking,
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
bring it.
deliver.
They're gonna
Yeah,
bring it.
like
Like,
this would be
yeah.
a one of the. This is probably, I think, the most entertaining grand finals we can have.
Yeah, I think so
Personally.
too. I think this could be, all things considered, I think this could be one of the best grand finals, COD Champs grand finals in CDL. I feel like most of the ones we've had haven't been that
They've
entertaining.
been kind
I
of
like,
they've been kind of blowouts. I mean, Cold
yeah,
War
I
was a
feel like we either get blowouts or like or it's like insane. You know what I'm saying? There's not really an in between.
what MW2. What it
Scrap
was a
got 5
blowout.
0'd. Scrap got 5
Yeah.
0'd.
Last year, New
Last
York only
year,
won one game.
yeah, it was a 5-1.
They only
What
won one
happened?
game. I don't
Vanguard
remember.
was 5-2,
I
five
think so.
three. I think Vanguard was 5-2 in favor of Thieves. Yeah, because that was Octane in them. And then Cold War, you said was Phase. That was
I,
that was
I don't remember
that was a
who.
blowout, right?
I want to say it was, but I'm not that
I think it was
confident.
Toronto.
It,
I
it,
think
it
it was
was
against Toronto.
Toronto. It was 100% against Toronto.
Mm-hmm. And then
It's been
MW19
many
was
years.
Dallas Empire and
Uh,
Phase.
yeah.
MW19 sucked. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't think most of these grand finals have been insanely close. So I think this could be probably the best one in the CDL era.
I agree.
Um, but what do we got here? Like, genuinely, like, does the
This
super
is
team work?
definitely the hardest series to predict.
Like, does the
Hands down.
Does Nadeshot's grand plan work in the end? He's got 2 chips, but the ring. Everyone wants that ring. Welcome back. Well, tiny bit of technical difficulties while we were ranting, just a little bit, but we're here. We're here. But as we were saying before we got interrupted by these technical difficulties, what do we got? Genuinely, like, does Nadeshot's grand plan work? Does it work? He's got the 2 chips, but
I mean,
does he get the ring?
I want to say Thieves, but we've been biased with Thieves all year.
To be
I mean,
fair, how do we not be?
That's true. Like, coming into this year, it was expected it was either going to be Thieves or FaZe.
And it's only been Thieves and FaZe.
Yeah. So, I want to give it to Thieves, but I genuinely think this is going to go the distance.
You think this goes 9?
I think this goes either 8 or 9.
I hope it goes 9, man. I hope so.
I think it goes 8 or 9. I don't see it going. I don't see it being 6 games or 7.
These guys, no. I don't know. Like, I don't know who to pick here. Because if FaZe we have them making the losers run. So they're making the fucking run, you know? Do they get it done on Sunday? It also depends who gets hot. Because on Sunday, there's only the grand finals. It's not like they're playing a series before or anything. Everyone's coming in kind of cold. So,
I mean, it's going to be the
Scrap got shit on last time.
It's going to be the same patch as Major 4.
Yes.
So,
we gotta take into consideration the last Champs Grand Finals that Scrap was in. Man got 5-0'd. Man got 5-0'd and was home by 2:30. Like, we gotta take that into consideration, I feel like.
I just don't see that happening again.
I don't see it happening again either, but like, it definitely
This is FaZe we're talking about. They're no
I think even more so.
Because they're no stranger to
I'm talking about Scrap, bro.
True. Yeah, but FaZe ain't strangers to choking on Sunday, you know?
Yeah, but they have Draza now, bro. Draza's been incredible for them in their grand finals. With him, they've won a lot of their grand finals.
They've won a majority, I believe.
I think they've only lost to
Thieves
this past major Thieves, and then Toronto. Oh no, they didn't. No, they beat Optic last year in the grand finals. Major 2. They lost grand finals major 1 to Toronto.
Yeah.
And then didn't
Optic beat them major 3?
Yeah, but that wasn't in grand finals. That was
they versus grand finals.
Toronto. Remember, it was Optic Toronto.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
It was a 4-0.
Toronto.
I don't feel like kind of feels like a theme for Scrappy a little bit. I don't know.
With Hydra.
Yeah, with Hydra. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a Hydra show.
You think Hydra masterclass for the ring?
I think Hydra masterclass. 3 straight grand finals. I think he's gonna win 2.
Wait,
I mean, he's.
Oh yeah, this would be the 3rd. Yeah.
I honestly, as much as I love Simp, if Hydra wins it, I think it's time to say, like, is Hydra the CDL GOAT?
All right, I don't know about that. Okay,
if he wins, it's only if he wins.
No. Just no. Just no. He's up there. Hydra would be up there if he wins the ring here. But I think Simp's got that on lockdown. Just Simp's consistency throughout his entire career has just been absurd.
That's true. I don't know. I think there could be an argument if Hydra wins.
I think there's definitely an argument.
I think Simp still wins.
But I think there's an argument that could be made.
I think there's an argument.
I think it's an argument. Don't think it's a winning argument. But I think you can make an argument.
Because if you make 3 straight grand finals and win 2 of them,
yeah, I don't know, dude. I really don't know what to do here. My heart says Thieves, but my head kind of says FaZe. My head kind of says Simp gets 3 fucking rings. I don't know.
It sucks because I don't know either.
Because I
But
think
I'm gonna go with my heart and say Thieves game 8.
but I want it going 9, bro. I feel like if it goes 9, it's destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of those like series that is like it's like a destiny series, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know, but I got
Dude,
Thieves
I don't
winning.
know because either way, either Simps getting a 3rd ring already or Hydra's getting a 2nd ring already, which is crazy. Crazy to even think about because they're both so young still and they're going to keep going for the next probably 5 years minimum, depending on, you know,
Yeah.
CDL and like what happens with the CDL and all this. But like, bro, Thieves have looked better in the last while. Same patch. I might have to agree with you here.
Look, in the CDL, we haven't had a 2P champion.
Wait, what do you mean?
In the CDL, a different team won every year.
Really? Wait,
Yeah,
19
MW19
was
Dallas,
Dallas.
Cold War was FaZe,
Oh,
Vanguard was Steve.
teams, yeah, but people
Yeah,
have won. Shotzi's
people
got
have
2.
won, but
Shotzi's got 2,
team,
yeah.
no team has won 2.
Mhm. Oh,
A
well,
new team has won.
this is breaking that anyway.
Yes,
Okay, I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. Oh, we got 8 or no, do we got 9?
I got 8.
You got 8? You know what? I'll concede 8. I'll concede 8. Because it's so tough. It's actually so tough because both the teams are literally the best teams in the game. And this is best case scenario for a really entertaining grand finals. But we got Optic making a run. Toronto making a little bit of a run too at their home major. Well, home event, I guess, because it's champs. We got Miami bombing out, Vancouver bombing out early.
I mean, some teams gonna have to bomb out. There's
Yeah, I
only
mean,
18.
yeah, Breach is gonna get shit on, and Ravens are also gonna get shit on.
We don't expect Breach or Ravens to make it far, and with just the teams left,
You
it's the
see,
top teams.
you see, I could see Ravens going far if their bracket wasn't so fucked. Because they gotta face Ultra, which is already a tough one, and if they lose that, they face Phaser Optic. So that's just tough, you know. Now, could they upset? It's COD. You can always upset. Is it gonna happen? No fucking shot. No fucking shot. But like the 1% chance that they upset is there. I mean, who knows? Maybe they upset Toronto. But I feel good about our bracket. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we kind of cooked with the last bracket.
We kind of did, bro.
You know, like it was crazy, but we kind of cooked.
We got the final 4 teams right somehow. Somehow we got Optic making the event, making the run. Sorry, making the run for the Sunday. I'm gonna save these. It's locked in. Let's run it. Oh man, we got LA Thieves taking it in grand finals against Atlanta FaZe in 8. There's no way it just ends in 5, right? Like, there's no way, right?
I can't see either of these teams winning in 5.
Dude, I mean, what if FaZe don't make it? What if what if they don't make it, bro? What if Optic makes it? Nah. Merc is the truth, but his team might fail him.
Oh, we already got them top 3. Like, let's not. That's already
Hey, to be
pushing it.
fair, that's pretty good. That's pretty
That's
damn good considering the year that they've had.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
With
I
the
don't think we
year
pushed it
Optic
that
has
way.
had, like, they need this. They need Optic to make top 4 in order to be kind of satisfied with the year, which I'm sure they're still not even satisfied with the year, of course, but like still.
No, but at least
You
you
end on a
recover.
high note, you know. You end on a high note, almost make it. Um, Still got EWC. They could win EWC.
There's gonna be changes next year for Optic, and,
I'm not
and
so
I think
sure.
I I think I know who's gonna change.
Yeah,
I
sure,
think
sure.
it's gonna be Dashy.
Nah,
He's been the
Dashy's Dashy's there for the rest of his career. Dashy's not going nowhere
I know Hook is
because
gone. I
Hook.
know Hook is gone.
Okay. If you
I
wanna you wanna get into this, let's get into this right now. Hook is gonna be the scapegoat again,
yes.
but who do you upgrade? Like, who can you get? That's the problem. If you can't upgrade from Hook, just stay. Especially when you're showing promise at the end of the year. Like, let's say they get, top 3 here, and then EWC they get like top 4 or top 3 again. You can make an argument to stick.
You can, but with Optic, I feel like they're gonna make at least one change.
Probably Merc is safe. Shotzi is also safe. I would
Well, he
say
is the
Dashy
Warlord.
is safe. I would say Dashy is safe for the most part. I mean, they have dropped him in twice in the past, so maybe not 100% safe, but he's more safe than Hook. And
I
Hook's
think
just
it's
gonna
got.
be the scapegoat again.
I think there's gonna be a
But
two
who
man
do you
change.
upgrade? Who do you upgrade? Because if you drop Dashy, he's gonna make some other team way better.
Yeah,
It's like last year when everyone was saying the phase trio has to split up, Cell has to go. You
I,
drop Cell, you make a team godlike. Same thing with Dashy. Maybe not to the
I mean,
extent of Cell, but like you're still making a
I
team
get it.
dramatically better.
There's really no like clear upgrades available.
Exactly. And even with
Like,
Hook, who do you get? Who do you get? You don't upgrade. There's no clear upgrade. Pred is not working clearly, and now he's locked up with Falcons. Falcons gonna hold on to him for dear life. Um, Maybe you take a chance on a Joe Deceives and hope his contract's up with Toronto. I think you can make an argument there, but I don't know. Like, there's no clear cut,
Joe,
huh?
but I don't know if his contract's up.
I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure he has an option with Toronto, and Toronto's gonna take that option.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah, I
guy
don't
in
know who you upgrade.
challengers. There's no sub in challengers that are just like killing it to like an insane extent. Like, I feel like they're in a weird spot. I think Optic is just in a weird spot that they might just have to run it back. Like they might not have a choice.
I think the only upgrade you can make, and I wouldn't really call it an upgrade, it would be Sib. And
That is not an upgrade.
I don't really consider that an upgrade. That's more of like a side grade at best.
I think they get Sib, they get worse.
I mean, you know my feelings on Sib.
No, and I'm not even saying because Sib's a bad player. I think Sib is an incredible player. I'm very high on Sib,
I
but
don't think he's a bad player. I just don't think he's a superstar.
I know. You're very adamant about that.
Especially this
I don't
year.
really agree with you. I don't really agree with you on this one, but that's all right. But I think Optic just they have a lot of decisions to make in this offseason.
I think it really depends on their placing at Champs and EWC.
Yeah,
Like you said.
I think more so Champs. But Champs is the big one because if somehow they make grand finals, like theoretically, let's say they make the run, somehow they make the run to get to grand finals, they lose. Odds are they're running that team back.
I agree.
If they make top 3, maybe not 100% running it back, or even like top 4, maybe not 100% running it back, but like again, that would end up being what happens at EWC, and who knows what happens there because there's no clear upgrade. That's the problem.
I get what you're
Because
saying.
with teams like
I,
FaZe and
well,
Thieves, these
how?
guys are here for the long run, man.
Yeah, but think about it like this. I don't think it's gonna happen like within our predictions. But if FaZe does somehow drop out top 6 again,
They're not. They're not changing. I think that's faded as hell. Even
I don't
if
agree with.
FaZe
I
get
don't agree
fucking
with the.
top 8, they are not fucking changing. They are not fucking changing. They won 2 events. They won 2 events this year. They proved they can do it. They just had a bad event, and they'll probably end up winning EWC anyway. So
No, yeah, I kind of agree with you. It's the same thing with like the Optic Dynasty. Like
yeah,
they won so much that even though they didn't win champs for so long,
yeah,
like you
yeah,
just keep them together.
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Like FaZe is that dynasty right now. FaZe is that
A
dynasty. At
hundred
least at
percent.
least as that core trio. Adding Draza in is just too perfect. Like you're not gonna get a better fourth.
I honestly think if there's still like pool play,
Pool play
like
would make things interesting.
if there was pool play, FaZe would win a lot more tournaments, and they would be on par with the Optic Dynasty.
Pool play is just the better system, man. It's the better format because it also gives like the challenger players like actually something to play for.
Yeah, I I agree, but it won't happen.
Pool play, nah, no shot. Pool play's never coming back. At least I can't see it happening in the foreseeable future. It's a shame. But yeah, that's our bracket. We got a little off track with this optic talk, but this optic talk is gonna be interesting come the off season. We got any final thoughts, boy?
I'm good. I think I
Good.
said my piece.
All right. Peace out.